a shock of horror on my brown up here.
It's as if a demon has appeared. The energy of a demon.
Open my eyes, like, wardrobe malfunction. Hi, how do you painters? Let's get straight down to painting. I don't have a lot to talk about myself, about my emotional life. Something has shifted for me. I guess I might have a little bit to talk about. I'm just a lot quieter in the head. May have something to do with some things I ingested. Or it might just be getting older and running out of steam for the whole personal layer of reality. So I'm really just becoming a channel for archetypal forces. Oh! But one more thing. Remember how this all happened? That was loud, sorry. Remember how the deer were sort of paralleling what was going on in my painting? If you watched past episodes, you know that. So after the last episode, I was walking through the meadow, and lo and behold, what did I see lying on the ground? A deer leg, gnawed off about right here. Good sized deer leg. Guess what else? The kids, Bambi and his little sister, they've been back. Guess who hasn't been back? Mama. After I got Mama here, Mama disappeared out there. So, because this isn't personal, like about me anymore, but I'm just channeling archetypal forces and narratives and myths and stories that go back to the beginning of civilization and then even before, because our DNA goes back to amoebas in the fucking primordial soup. Wow, I lost my sentence there. I completely lost where I was going with that. But because of all that, I'm not tripping on painting anymore. I'm just doing my job. Should I sit on my fancy chair that makes too much noise? So all I'm going to do here is kind of get rid of all the pencil lines, and then I don't know. I mean that looks dumb, right? So I'll don't worry though. Oh look, this was a fake line. We get rid of this line, but I'm just going to come in here and kind of delineate the form of the deer. Now, in the past, I probably would have been like, oh my God, I'm ruining all the meadow and the heart. There's nothing, there's no ruining. There's only transformation. Destruction is the first step into, what's the opposite of destruction? Construction. So it's construction, deconstruction, destruction, construction. I mean, it's the death, rebirth cycle. You can't get around it. If you try to stay out of that cycle, if you try to control that cycle, guess what? You don't live. There's lots of people walking around on this planet not living, man, because they want to avoid death. They want to avoid destruction. They want to keep things the same. They want to cling. But which leg is the right leg? This one. Goodbye. So you got to be willing to die to be reborn, man. Telling you, gotta be willing to lose to gain. Gotta be willing to not give a shit, to truly care. I didn't do any crazy psychedelics or anything when I said I ingested something. Should I tell you what I did? It's not illegal. Actually, I'll tell you, because it's totally not illegal, and not that I care about the laws of man, please. But I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. I did ketamine. You can get pills of ketamine like off the internet on a legit thing where they just send you like straight out of the lab ketamine. I've done it before, not in such a legit manner, and it was trippy. It was like I went into basically like an underwater Legoland. Like it was like as if I kind of like some of this. What's going on there? But so leave it. Let me not get too far afield from the painting. I don't need to go to scuba diving Legoland right now. Suffice it to say, it's a bit of a reset. Actually, I was in a lot of what I was going through when I was completely laid out, like unable to move and paralyzed basically by the ketamine. One thing is I was inside this painting. All the visuals behind my eyes were brush strokes. Like every possible brush stroke, color. I was in painting land, painting world. And it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And in some sense, the beauty was my own spirit. It was like, my own spirit was not separate from the beauty. It was just, beauty was everything. All right. So now that I have begun the process of covering up, see, I'm kind of blending out the white that I'm using to cover up. I'm blending it out, and we'll see. Like, maybe I can kind of just, the meadow and the heart is basically air. That's what I'm painting, is air. So I'm just blending some air into the air, and it can maybe all blend together when I add a little of the same colors. Moving right along, let's get a little neon. Let me get the big picture. Like, I don't have to recreate the whole thing. This can be something else. You know, let's see what could be cool now. I'm really liking it. Since the mom is the one who's, leaving this world and going into another, maybe she should be surrounded by different kind of light and energy. This chair's trying to kill me. Do I add a little to kind of recreate this look? Yeah. Sure. Why not? Sure. Okay, last time I was talking about getting a projector, right? Guess what? If I did get a projector, but I'm still really ambivalent about it, because if I had just projected these figures on here and didn't have to do all this fixing, we wouldn't have this fucked up kind of, I don't think I would have ever done this. I would have been like, oh, I've got my meadow in the heart all figured out. I'm going to just now, leave it, and it's under my control. What we're doing here is braver. And actually, I think this looks better. Not quite yet, but what do you think? Doesn't it just look better? Because it's just, wow, she just went in and put colors all around that don't really blend in. You see the paintbrush strokes. It's kind of raw, kind of messy, kind of fucked up, but it's better. My hand was forced. Everything goes according to plan and smoothly in your life, you don't develop. Is there any way to develop, grow past your your, sense of self that was kind of created in childhood and adolescence? Is there any way to like go beyond that if you don't face overwhelming obstacles to what you think you want and who you think you are? If you don't get any pushback, what are you? You're who your parents made you to be. That's it. Which might be a perfectly nice person. But is there evolution in that? I kind of don't think so. I don't know though. I'm not taking any stand here. I'm just talking. You definitely see, it looks fucked up and messy. Like you see all this, you see the what's it called? The pencil coming through. But I'll just keep working on it until it looks good. Who is this person who's so calm? Okay, let's add some orange. One thing I'm thinking about right now is make everything look good, even if it's like, don't even think about where you're going. I'm trying to just really pay attention to where I am and like what I feel like painting like in this second, without any concern for what I thought I was gonna paint or where I'm going with the painting. Like right now I'm like, oh, I kind of like these little tiny orange dots. Small orange dots. I don't know. It's beautiful and abject. Everything is beautiful if it's neon. It's just sort of a cheat. But it's also kind of fucked up. Okay, see, look, I've got this pink blob here and this pink blob here. I don't really like that. It's too regular. So I'm gonna make that go away. It's time for the white house paint to come out. Okay, the only thing I'm not digging, like this is all good, but I'm still seeing like, it looks like white paint covering up, pencil marks. So maybe I'll just add a little more. We do have some blue to put in, right? There's a little bit of blue and green. So let's see what we can do. The blue is too bright. Oh my God. Oh, don't lose that. Don't lose that. You had a foot there. Don't lose it anymore. Oh God. Notice that I am going inside the deer body also, because I might leave this deer, leave some see-through. I might leave some see-through in the deer. Some transparentness. And then so that you can see the meadow and the heart through the deer. Oh, that's so much blue around the deer. Too much. Way too much, huh? That's gonna have to go away. Oh, no. I wasn't paying attention while I was doing that. I was yammering. Oh dear. Oh goodness. Here goes all my hard-earned equanimity out the window. I fucked it up! It's okay, Kate. You can come back from this. All right. Yeah, I'm just toning down the blue and, God, but actually I like these brush strokes going in kind of the direction of the deer running. What are you doing, Kate? Think. No, don't think. You're not supposed to think. Okay, I'm losing it, you guys. I'm losing it. Something's going on with me. I'm panicking. I started panicking when I disconnected from myself. I felt abandoned by my own awareness. And then my weak child self was like, Mama. That's what just happened. It happens when you lose focus, so don't do that. I'm here. Mommy's here. Get behind your eyes. You know what I mean? You can be looking. Okay, here's me not behind my eyes. My name is Kate White, and I'm a painter, and I try to paint, and I do stuff with paint, and I make paint things. Now here's behind my eyes. I'm Kate White. I'm a painter. I know that I was talking loud and fast a minute ago. Now I'm talking slowly. And you can see me right here behind my eyes. 1, 2. That was dumb. Now I'm stuck with these. Now I'm not going to be here's the fucked up thing. I'm not going to be able to edit that out because then how will I explain the dots? Fuck. I think I need a few more big blobs over on this side of the painting. This is a mess up. How about we cover that up? There, I've covered them up. I just covered up the mess up. That's the story of me covering up tattoos with other tattoos, and then I just have another thing I don't like on me that's even bigger and darker that I can't cover up. That's what happens. That's exactly what just happened there. It's okay. That's just an event. We call that an event. There's a word for it. It's okay if it exists. You know what? I was going to put a log right here to have a compositionally, to have a big pointy log coming in, like broken off log. Bam! Because I'm going to have the hunter shooting from this direction. So, why am I telling you that? Because why don't I just fucking do it? It's going to be about and something does not feel good about the log to me. Is it the angle? Too much straight from the corner? No, I don't care. It's fine. See, this is the other thing. When I'm working on big paintings, the second guessing judge is constant. When I'm working on drawings, it's just not there. I'm just drawing. So enough with the second guessing. That's just totally unnecessary and a fear response, because as soon as you're painting on canvas, you're thinking you're being serious. There we go. I just felt like it needed to be a little longer and maybe not such a big gap. That's kind of how logs look, huh? And then there's a branch going to be coming off it. And I guess this is a good place to start at the branch, is it? Sure, why not? And it's going to be like that for another direction. I mean, anytime you got a point like this in your painting, I mean, that is a strong directional movement. And then, so it's like that. Like, it's going to be... Guess what? How do you painters? You know what that means? some major leaps on this thing, and without a lot of resistance, without a lot of stress. That's how we do it from here on out. So next week, come back for more of this. God damn. Let me try that again. The calm, cool, collected channeler of archetypal forces. Might have lost touch with her a little bit, but she's back. I'm back right now. It's back. Okay. Thanks for being here. I love you all.